showing you guys how to do this awesome granified marble effect, so you guys want to check that out. Make sure that you guys are subscribing to this video and hit that bell notification so that you can be alerted for any of our new awesome videos.
Hi, we're Zach and Becky with Nature Surfaces. I'd like to welcome y'all. Check out my mustache. There's really nothing about it, but Becky wanted to make sure that I wouldn't say something stupid like that, or I'd say Nature Surfaces with Zach and Rebecca. But I got Nature Surfaces in, so I get my mustache thing in, which really, there's nothing. It's just my mustache. So Becky and Zach with Nature Surfaces, we do epoxy countertops and cool stuff like that. We're gonna do a marble, like granite, like crazy cool look tonight, and we're gonna start mixing stuff up. Here we go.
So first we're going to add in the part B solution that is more malleable and it makes it easier for the part A. So now we're adding in the part A solution to the part B solution. Here we're mixing part A and part B together. So here's where you're going to see him throw in a little bit of that additive. That is our white additive that he's adding into the epoxy to add the white base tint color. Then we're going to mix it up and we'll be ready to go. This is obviously a bathroom sink cutout that he is doing. Or a countertop that he's doing. It's going to have undermount sinks. That's why he already has the cutouts pre-made. And then he's going to be doing the color pour here in just a second. So as you can see, what he's doing with this epoxy right now is he's moving that all over the base. So he's just getting that spread out. There's several different ways that you guys can spread this. Some people like to spread this with their hands. Some people like to use a trowel. Some people will use like I've seen people use these paint sticks right here. Yeah, so it just, a roller, people do it with like a paint roller. So there's several different ways that you can do it. And we do a lot of the different techniques. It just kind of depends on what the countertop is. And what we feel like doing at the moment. So there's no really wrong way to spread it out. There's different ways that work easier for other people. So this is what we're doing here is just the hand technique tonight. Once he gets that completely spread out across that surface, you guys are going to see him do another technique, which we call the chopping technique, which he can also do with his hand. He can also do it with a paintbrush. So there's different ways to do that as well.
I use the hand over and over, mostly because it's free and I can wash it and replace it at no charge. You know, if you use brushes, you know, you're going to have to...
What's up, Weston?
You can only use them once, essentially, so...
And this is the chopping technique that we were talking about a second ago. So now what this does right here, guys, a lot of the times, like if you're using your hand, you can see some of these uneven spots. So before he does this chopping technique, there's kind of uneven spots. So this just helps it to all kind of level. This stuff is self-leveling, so it's going to self-level anyways, but it just kind of helps it to all kind of get evenly across the board so that it can start to in that self-leveling process.
And then I'm going to hit it with a torch just to heat it up and get all the air bubbles out. And it also heats it up so that, you know, it'll level out and be more fluid and self-leveling. Because here in a second, I'm about to hit it with some Pearl alcohol spray. That's going to put some really cool effects in it. So
sweet.
And then
Yeah, watching this color pour, guys, is like where the fun is at, because you get to see this really come to life. So right now it just looks like a board that's got some sink cutouts in it, that's got some shiny stuff on it. But when he starts to add this color effect, that's whenever the madness comes to life. So make sure you guys are checking that out. He's doing that right here and right now.
it goes on top here, and it just adds a little bit, not a lot, but it's just a pearl diamond effect that you have underneath it. Get right there. Okay, we're actually going to do a lot more stuff on top of this. So that's literally just the very base vein. I'm just going to go and add some wild veins through here just with this.
And that's just white, like diamond dust, basically.
Pearl.
The pearl, okay. So let me try to get up close. It's really hard for you guys to kind of see some of this. So you can start to see some of that effect there, and as the light kind of hits it.
Right, and this is literally just the bottom coat. So we're gonna add some black veins here in just a minute. So don't go anywhere.
And guys, we do have before and after photos on our actual Facebook page. We have a Facebook business site. That's where we do all of our portfolio pictures and things like that. You guys can also follow us on YouTube. We do a lot of YouTube videos as well. You guys can check that out. It's Nature Surfaces on YouTube, or you guys can go to the link above in the description box and check out our portfolio on Facebook, where you can check out some of our before and after pictures and some of the awesome stone looks that we have done as well.
Okay, so now I'm going to mix up the black with the diamond, or it's actually black metallic is what it is. So I'll mix all of that up in here. Can they see it? Can they see that?
It's hard, but like if I get it like up close and then kind of at an angle, you can see it. We do free in-home estimates. So we are based out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, but we do all over Oklahoma. We do some parts of Texas and some of the surrounding states as well. So definitely get in touch with us, and we come out and we do a free in-home estimate. We'll give you an approximate amount of what it would cost to do your home. To kind of give you a ballpark figure, it's around 10% of the cost of exotic stone. So if you are looking into like, this is what I want to go with my material, my decor and the colors that I have in my home, and it's kind of more of an exotic stone, this is like a really great way to go. Another upside of epoxy is that it is break resistant, so it doesn't break as easy as stone either. This is all scratch resistant, heat resistant, and UV resistant, so it's an incredible product to have in your home, and it is FDA approved.
Okay, so now I'm going to take my little trowel here, and we're going to add big black,
Sounds great, Whitney.
big black veins through this.
Here we go. That's where you guys are really going to see it come to life.
Okay, and then I'm just going to add another one. Pick that up right there. Okay.
And this kind of spreads out as it, like the more that it sets and it kind of settles in, you guys are going to see that even take more of a stone-like effect. So sometimes it takes a minute or two, and we'll continue to go over those veins so you guys can see it. I'm going to continue to follow the color coat as he goes so you guys can watch. So he's doing some inlay veins. That's what we call this right here. And they're just inlay veins. They're kind of going over the top of the veins and just kind of creating an effect. So basically what he's doing is he's just spraying that with the alcohol spray. It's basically 100%, is it 100% or
91%.
91%. And I can't ever say the word before it.
Isopropyl.
Blah, 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 blah. My tongue just went, it's not happening. So there's that, and this is after it's kind of set up for a second. I'm going to see if I can try to catch some of the light and what it's doing here. So it has a very pearlescent look to it. It's kind of hard to tell for some reason in this lighting, and I don't know what's going on.
It's just not showing up on the camera, is it?
Because it's so light. But in person, guys, okay, so like you guys can see some of that right there. So that's what we're seeing all over the board. So the entire piece has a lot of this granified marble effect that's happening here. And then it's got these beautiful veins that are going through it as well.
Here, I don't like the way that looks all striped, so I'm just gonna kind of fade it out into itself and run it through like that, and then I'll hit it with some more alcohol spray.
Thank you.
This stuff is heat resistant, so if you take a pan off the stove, out of the oven or whatever, you can set it directly on this and it's not going to hurt it. You can just let it sit there and cool off and you're not going to hurt it. Now I do recommend if you're using like a crock pot or a Fry Daddy or something like that that's going to be sitting there for hours, I do recommend you put something under it for protection. Just to keep it. We use it directly on ours and it has we use ours as the guinea pig. We've set ours directly on it, and we haven't had any issues.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we absolutely enjoy hanging out with you guys and getting to show you guys this amazing stuff. We're super passionate about it. We love it, and we hope that you guys do too. Until next time.
Deuces and words of affirmation.
Deuces, guys. Bye.